Welcome, everyone. Welcome, returning and new subscribers. Welcome, all. It's great to have you here. This is going to be a general collective energy update. Those of you who are interested in your personal energy update during this live or any of the others, when you see that pinned message in the chat, go ahead and send in your request to have your personal message during the lives. But nonetheless, thank you all. That was quite loud. That was my pouch. Thank you all for being here. So let's go ahead and get into the general collective message. Go ahead and take your deep breaths. Inhale for 4, hold for 4, and exhale for 4. Oh, I'm here. So glad I caught you. Definitely need this. Say less. Let's get this message. All right, Source. I connect my heart and soul to the heart and soul of Mama Universe, infinite creator of all, divine masculine, divine feminine. I connect my heart and soul to the heart and soul of Jupiter. I connect my heart and soul to the heart and soul of the moon. I connect my heart and soul to the heart and soul of the sun. I connect my heart and soul to the heart and soul of Venus. I connect my heart and soul to the heart and soul of Mars. I connect my heart and soul to the heart and soul of Saturn. I connect my heart and soul to the heart and soul of Uranus. I connect my heart and soul to the heart and soul of Neptune. I connect my heart and soul to the heart and soul of Pluto. I connect my heart and soul to the heart and soul of the North Node and South Node. I connect my heart and soul to the heart and soul of Lilith. I connect my heart and soul to the heart and soul of Heart Fortune. All that is of the exoteric, but still a factor, main factor in the esoteric. Ashe, ashe, ashe. Connect my heart and soul to the heart and soul of the gods and goddesses, angels and ancestors, and spirit guides. Ashe, ashe, ashe. What is the message for the collective? What is the message for the collective, y'all? We got you are good enough. Have faith in your dreams. Okay. Okay. What do you need to release? So some of you feel like you're being pulled in so many different directions. Your feelings and your thoughts are going in 2 different directions. Okay. Let's see here. 311. This has to do with your emotional fulfillment. And because it has to do with fulfillment of your emotions, your inner child is also at play. Okay. Something keeps repeating itself in your life because it's tethered to a source that has yet to be analyzed. 344 on the timer. So 311, 344. Okay. 311, 344. There's a wish that's possible. Anything is possible. Anything is possible. Okay, let me keep going here. Let's see what we got. What we got for the collective source. Here we go. Your commitment is being tested. Sounds about right. Okay. 433. So collective. Those of you who are in here, your commitment is being tested. Okay. Challenges, confidence. Your commitment is being tested. Let's see. What would you like for the collective to know at this time? Look at the bigger picture. There's a lot going on at once. That's the main message right now. There's a lot going on at once. That's testing what you've been seeking or what you consider to be true. It's like you tell somebody you're about to do something. They're like, no, you can't do that. Like that type of energy. But it's showing up in so many different ways with different intensities. The lack of belief that leads into the lack of support, or your connection to receiving or giving support, where it stems from, what's your intent when you do so. 555, transformation. If you find yourself slowing down, you're being tempered in the midst of a storm. You're being tempered in the midst of a storm. Yeah. You got here, take time to breathe out at the bottom of the deck. Let's see what else you got going on here. There's that. Don't let your past hold you back. Some of you may have a South Node in Sag and a North Node in Gemini. South Node in Sag is releasing dogmatic beliefs. Stepping out of your comfort zone would actually be analyzing yourself and being okay, or having the confidence that what it is that you're seeking in yourself is what you enjoy doing. No one has to tell you exactly the way you should be enjoying life. You enjoy it the way you feel best to. And whatever must happen for that to occur, so be it. Just don't let your past hold you back. Don't let pride get in the way. Okay? Which is an aspect of the ego. All right? Don't let just the physical or what it appears to be get in the way. Don't deceive yourself in what has become clear about what's in the way. Okay, because I'm also seeing the Ten of Wands with this. Ten of Wands is holding all of those wands in front of your face, but you're almost there. You didn't realize all these lows that you were picking up, or that which you were releasing, and the effect that it had on you when it comes to certain things of your past that you hold on to. Let's see what else you got, though. Whoa. Let's see what else you got. See, anything's possible. Believe in the impossible. Greetings, beloved. And a win-win outcome is forecast. 2 full moons here. Sagittarius and Libra. Both about balance. Both about balance. Both about balance. It's almost like be mindful of what's energizing you or what you're ambitious about. Be mindful of what it is that you're ambitious about. Because if you were ambitious about something that's actually going to hold you back, and the universe is in this space where it's like, no, I'm not allowing that to happen, there's more than likely an uncomfortable situation that occurs, but it's a win-win for all. It may not appear to be that way initially or in that moment. Okay? Even with this, looking at the bigger picture and believing the impossible, believe is connected to Pisces energy. Which both of these are ruled by Jupiter, Sag and Pisces. Whatever it is that you're allowing to energize your thoughts and your feelings is where you're applying whatever you consider at the moment because of the current situation or circumstance to be balanced. Sounds like self-deception though. A new start is coming. It's almost like not seeing where this is going. Ten of Wands energy, but you're literally right to where that new start is about to begin. It's like when all breaks loose, all hell breaks loose. What else we have here for y'all? Let me get one more and I'm going to go into the tarot. Okay, we're going to end that there. Have faith in your dreams again with 12th house energy. Now, yeah, this is not knowing where you're going next. All you can do is have faith, because if you do anything other than have trust in your faith, you already know where, you'll end up. Is not going to be, it's going to really cause you to do a whole nother do-over that could have been avoided, because you know what's what. Let's see something here. What is the energy surrounding this for the collective? Going forward. To go forward here. To go forward, be mindful of those around you. We have garden in the gate. Things have been delayed because of the energies you have around you. Like dream big. Yeah. Follow your intuition. Archangel Gabriel. This is connected to the throat chakra here. So some of you are definitely motivational speakers, singer, having to be on a stage and speaking to the collective. Okay. The third chakra. 35 could be significant, the third and the fifth chakra. 37, 39. July could also be a significance. Don't let your past hold you back. Let me see something. Let me get something out here. Let me see something here. Hold on, y'all. We have the garden and the gate. There goes that delay. Don't let your past hold you back. This could be a particular community or memory of a community, or your childhood in a particular community that has to do with something that you want to say or can't say. Look at the bigger picture. Something. Your instincts are guiding you to where the win-win outcome is, where the balance is. Let me get some astrology cards right here. For Archangel Gabriel, for Archangel Samuel. Gabriel 5th, Samuel 3rd. The fifth chakra has to do with I speak. The third, I can. I can speak. I can speak. Some of you have to be bolder with certain conversations with those that are nearest to you. Being bolder with conversations. Being bolder in the sense that you know yourself now. Before you used to say things from a space of guilt because you thought it wasn't going to get you what you truly wanted. So what you truly wanted, that whole theory may have been connected to a certain religious belief. You know what I mean? Or any belief system that you're connected to that really takes you out of balancing it all out, the spiritual and the physical. Because a lot of beliefs have a tendency to instill more doubt and fear rather than empowerment. Okay? So we have here Saturn, which is talking about challenges. These angels are coming out here because of the part of you that accepts challenges to gain wisdom. Before some of you decided to enter this realm, you knew what your destiny, what was involved in your destiny when it came to those who were a part of your life. This is why sometimes you may find yourself going through certain struggles that you can't express to anyone but the Most High. Okay? And you find that you're the one that heals yourself through situations, even if that means seeking out readings or watching readings to help you to, to unravel or to peel the layers of whatever is in the past that can hold you back from seeing the bigger picture. Granted, there'll be obstacles and challenges in figuring that out. But most of the obstacles and challenges come more so from whatever it is that we restrain ourselves from doing. Ooh, wow, you got Chiron. Now, for this to be at the bottom of the deck here, throat chakra. Some of you may have Chiron in the second house or Chiron in Taurus. And that's a generational wound to not be able to speak. It's a generational wound to not be able to speak. That's why you got Gabriel and Samuel here. You got the throat and the solar plexus. So you got two angels, one on top of the heart chakra, one under the heart chakra. Your heart's been guarded this whole entire time, or protected rather. Your heart's been protected this entire time. So what you've endured, or what you've gone through, and you're here in this present moment because that situation didn't take you out, because you have the strength to. So start from there. Whatever you have experienced thus far, you're here right now listening to this message, which means you're stronger than that previous circumstance. Because you have another moment right now to turn it around. Another moment right now to turn it around. So, let's see what else here. The moon. The moon right now is squaring Mercury, Jupiter, and Neptune, and all of these are in the sign of Pisces. So when it comes to your belief system, your emotions, and your thoughts, they're literally on two different sides of the world right now. So this is why a lot of the challenges that you have experienced could be triggering you now, or something of it. The area of your life could be, there goes second house. Some of you may definitely have Chiron or Saturn in the second house. This could be in relation to a Leo. You may be a Leo, Virgo, Taurus. There goes Taurus. And Uranus. Okay. So definitely picking up strong Chiron and Taurus in the second house. That's strange. In its home house. So it's basically like, okay, when it comes to your ability to tap into your empathy, okay, this is why you have to be more mindful of the energies that are surrounding you, especially in a sign like Pisces, or during Pisces season, where you can be susceptible to someone else's transformation, or what that may feel like as they're going through their breakthrough moments. And you can feel that through all of your senses. Some of you have this ability to feel things strongly through your senses, one of them or all. And to actually contribute to co-creating, that was the part of you that accepted certain lessons or was intrigued by certain directions, you know. And it was all to get you to this point of where you can see the potential to change, to expand, always in all things. Granted, initially, shit may not appear that way. I feel it. I get it. Trust me, I get it. But let's see what the tarot has to say. Let's see. Because what I'm sensing is, a lot of these self-sabotaging thoughts could start to take a toll on the physical body. So that's why it's important to be mindful, and it's okay to have to isolate yourself to, regroup. Some of you about to have a change in events, a karmic change in events, divine intervention from this long journey that you've been on, building up on a skill here. Building up on a skill. So that way there's longevity to it. Look at that. 10 of Wands right here. Yeah. If all hell's breaking loose, you're well on your way. You're well on your way. You're about to be granted the keys to heaven. To bring heaven on earth. It's never going to be an easy task to be an earth angel. Okay? To be tempered in moments where things are possibly getting on your nerves, because you have a lot of truth, a lot of wisdom in you. Let's see. Currently, wow. Currently, you have the call of your higher self. Followed by the 9 of Pentacles or 9 of Coins, Venus in Virgo. The call to your higher self, if you have a Venus in Virgo, the call to your higher self is asking you to connect to the part of you that enjoys providing service to others, but don't allow yourself to be taken advantage of. To not allow yourself to be taken advantage of. You know what that's like. You know what that's like in terms of what it feels like, what it makes you think about, and the vibes that you're in when you're not feeling appreciated. So the call to your higher self right now, what's propelling you forward, is to go where you're actually going to be celebrated, even if that means you and the universe. So that even if that means you isolating yourself, now I'm going into hermit mode to regroup, to accept anything that has changed from the moment you decided to answer the calling to begin with, whatever that calling may be for you when it comes to your expansion of your soul, of your physical life, or reality, rather. King of Wands is at the bottom of the deck. King of Wands is basically Leo energy. This is someone who's actually quite funny too. So I just heard laugh at my pain. We have giver of wisdom and the spirit of leadership. And the timing for this card, when we were speaking of July, the timing of this card would be July 21st to August 24th. Leo Virgo season. Okay. For some of you, this could be connected to someone with the moon in Sag, or the moon in Sag right now. Could be giving you glimpses, or you connecting to your inner wisdom. It's giving you glimpses of where it is that you are being guided to go, where it is that you're being guided to go, or create. Okay. Where it is that you're being guided to go. And the Eight of Cups is at the bottom of the deck. Let me see why this is. What's in the immediate past here? What's been going on here? Okay. Boundaries. 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 Some of you have people walking away from you because of boundaries. Let me get around here. Let me get around to this here for you all. Let me see what's crowning it. What's crowning it? Yeah, the universe is guiding you to do this anyway. Let me see what's in the immediate future. I just want to see where this foundation is advising you as well. The foundation and the advice is the same, okay? Limitations and fear in the immediate future. What's the advice here? This is interesting. What's the advice here? The advice, wow, something from your past. Divine intervention with something from your past that you may have restricted yourself from, or they may have been. Let me see. So I'm looking at this upside down. Different perspective for sure. I feel like these energies are exactly the same. Like this is what's happening above and so below. This would be you. Okay, walking away from what no longer serves you. Because you're becoming clear about those bad habits that ended, or what this divine intervention is. You're being advised to keep going, keep walking away from what doesn't serve you. This is what's getting things to move. What's moving you may not have expected to move, or you may restricted yourself from allowing yourself to have it removed. All of this was teaching you boundaries though. Let's see. Let's go ahead here. Boundaries, what? What is this all about for the collective? This feels like self-imposed. Wow, yeah, look at this. The universe. When I say the universe is pulling you through this, as above, so below. This is the world card. This is a completion of many cycles. This has been the lesson for ages. This has been the lesson for ages. Boundaries. Boundaries, which also had an effect on material and spiritual prosperity. Tell me more about this. Yes, suffering and silence. I'm feeling that energy. The only reason why you suffer in silence because you don't really have anyone to speak to. Without feeling like when you speak up or say something, it doesn't turn into something else you have to heal from. Because words linger more than the physical. Seven, crown chakra. Let me see. Mars and Jupiter. Mars and Jupiter. Mars and Capricorn. No, Jupiter and Capricorn. So there's a lot of movement happening here. Although suffering in silence, there was still a lot of movements happening. Yeah, because the universe was pulling you through it. Even in situations that felt like, very dark clouds. It's also coming across as inheritance. You're walking towards an inheritance. You're walking towards an inheritance. We have passion ignited. It's like you break one cycle, you get back. You receive the gifts from breaking those old cycles of this lifetime and other lifetimes. But also seems like you receive the gift of your future self too. We have here the heart chakra coming out. This could be the root of your being, the root of your being. Love is emotional fulfillment. For somebody here, you had to really go through a lot of different soulmates of different lifetimes to know exactly what it is that you're walking away from in this lifetime to actually receive the reward that you've been in training for. And more than likely, you have been suffering in silence because, again, there's a lot of downloads that you are receiving as you're answering the call to your higher self, where Source is moving you regardless, because it is connecting you to a very high power when it comes to your core values. 9 is extremely strong when it comes to fire. It's connected to Saturn, it is connected to Jupiter, but it's also very good with words. So for some of you, okay, if in this lifetime you're supposed to be good with words, you're going to encounter a lot of situations that's going to do the complete opposite, where you're going to be feeling like you're shut down. Or if you're just good with words in general, or you're just good with the patterns of it, or just, knowing what to do next in terms of even like calming yourself down. Like there could be certain things that you do that may not be the norm to others when it comes to you settling, in your emotions and your thoughts, so that way you're able to ground yourself and walk away from those things that no longer serve you, because now you're thinking from a much more divine aspect of you and not so much the feeling or the emotions of it. You know what I mean? Not making emotional, rash decisions, but really taking a moment to heal so you know what it is that you must walk away from. Let's look at this situation over here. Tell me more about this in the immediate future. The solar plexus. Again, this is why you have that angel walking with you. This is why you have Archangel Samuel with you. Let's see something. Let's take another look at this here. It says that Samuel is of emotions, of desire, life force energy. The powerful Archangel Samuel is holding a beautiful sphere of golden light at the solar plexus, which is the location of your third chakra and the center of your life force energy. The issues here revolve around emotions of desire and your personal energy. When the card appears upright, it indicates that an increased enthusiasm is present or soon to be on its way. Something grand is definitely on its way to some of you here. This is why the going is getting a little bit tougher. Okay? Because enthusiasm is present and soon to be on its way. Or soon to be on its way. Which now allows you to create that from the space of true love. And this is where you begin to do things without forcing yourself to. And then you end up reaping rewards in a way that you thought that, oh, had I done it this way or had I worked even harder, I would have been at this point sooner. No, some of you is just about you slowing down. This is a great time to move toward the completion of your desires. Your life force is vibrating with power and resonance, and your soul is calling you to direct your energy in the focused, purposeful manner. This angel of power is with you now, so go for it. Okay. And this is connected to the Empress card here. So this chaos is bringing forth fertile, abundant fertility, abundance. Let's see what else we have here. Wow. Keep your eyes on the vision as you're emotionally withdrawing. See, there's still things that are being released here. What is this that's being released? What is this that's being released? Let's look at this emotional withdrawal energy right quick. This card represents moving away or withdrawing from a current situation in your life. Now, we got this card twice now, okay? So let's pay attention to this here. This card represents moving away or withdrawing from a current situation in your life, whether it's an old love, a relationship, or leaving behind what was once familiar in search of new horizons or beginnings. On a physical level, it's easy to get caught up in the materialistic world, but it's just as important to retreat from the outside world to enable you to pause, reflect, and heal. Yes, indeed. Schedule some alone time so you can commune with your soul and give the power of spirit the opportunity to restore your energy level, giving you the vitality to move forward in a positive direction. Now it says here, As the number 8, it represents infinity, passion, control, and power. This is your time. Use this opportunity to tap into your heart and soul in order to find the courage and strength to continue your journey into the world, into the wonderful undiscovered territory. Now, this was clarifying what's in your immediate future. There's something that could be coming around that could trigger those moments where you limited yourself. Okay? You limited yourself because your ambition or your willpower was directed somewhere else that wasn't, beneficial to you. Okay? So, tell me more about this here because this also talks about karma. This also talks about karma. These are the cards that came out with it. Let me see something. Tell me more about this for the collective source. Okay, let me give you the energy for the third eye chakra. Just allowing source to communicate with y'all. Let's see. The third eye chakra, color is indigo. The sound is Om. The element, light. The gland, pituitary. Okay, which is also connected to that Jupiter energy that we saw a lot of here. We had Jupiter here. This would be Mars. Well, we had a lot of Mars going on in this spread on this side. So the use and action of your willpower when it comes to your boundaries and movement choices and decisions. This is some serious uncovering you're doing about yourself and healing that you're doing here, collective. The third eye chakra says, I see. The key word is I see. And it says this is the most often talked about of all the chakras, and clairvoyance, inner seeing, intuition, and higher levels of consciousness are all associated with this energy center. Okay? Third eye is what we're looking at right here. The third eye is found between your eyebrows and just above the bridge of your nose. It works closely with the throat and crown chakras and will assist you with your psychic and intuitive inner guidance. Okay? So, the fact that we have this coming out here, definitely work on your third eye and your solar plexus chakra, collective, for whatever this may be. If this is resonating with you, if you feel like you're undergoing obstacles and challenges, it's because the part of you, like let's say you were searching for or wanting to align with a soulmate. Well, in order for your soul to connect with this in the physical, this is also part of the journey. Okay, where you may encounter things that may trigger, limitations or settling for less, or trigger where you may have walked away from things that no longer serve you to walk into emotional fulfillment here, okay? For some of you, independence is a main factor in even being able to hear when source is guiding you to step away. So, to balance the third eye chakra, it says it is recommended that you practice walking, meditations, breath work, yoga, tai chi, visualizations, and color therapy. Don't just focus on this one chakra as part of your development. as it's important to remember that they should all be in balance in order to work in unison and harmony. And that's one thing we do with energy, we harmonize. And that's what the Aquarian age is also about, harmonizing energies, even if it has to do with, restrictions, because when it comes to the body becoming stronger, it's resistance that you apply to it. So it's really the perception of, that physical body as it's undergoing certain experiences in life. You know what I mean? So let's grab these up this way. Put them like this so I can see. Heart chakra, fulfillment of wishes. Like, this is the main message right now. Like, Source is basically saying, if you want to know what I have to say to you now, beloved, is that as long as you follow your heart, okay, and it's in harmony with the other chakras, you're allowing me to step in for you, to protect you, to guide you, to love you, to balance you, by realizing more than anything that I am Source and you are a part of me, therefore you are a connection or an extension of that Source power. All right, so let's keep that in mind. In the hopes position, okay, when it comes to doubts about even what was just said, let's see. I'll go, wow, the Empress flies right on out. There goes that Empress energy with the solar plexus, and that's the truth for you, collective. Things are clearing up, becoming clearer. You're gaining strength in spite of adversity that is presented to you. So let's see what this energy, can you tell me a little bit more about this devil energy presenting itself to the collective in the immediate future? The fifth house. So this energy is going to be connected to the area of your life where you have fun, romance, and create things you're proud of. I'm not surprised. I am not surprised. All right. It wouldn't be chaos without limitations or the triggers of limitations to present itself in the area of your life where you have fun, romance, and create things you are proud of. So, anytime you have this moment of doubt, do whatever it is that you can to remember that you are an emperor or an empress. That's what this call is here, and what you're being influenced to do or guided to do, regardless. Okay, the way you experience that based on what you do with that guidance or those intuitive nudges or aha moments, that's solely up to each one, right? But remain, whenever you step into this moment of doubt, remember this message, or come back to this message at 49 minutes. Remember that you are the emperor, you are the empress. You just have to realize that the power is within you. All right. So, a little bit more on this here. For some of you, okay, this energy presenting itself in this area of your life of fun, romance, and things that you love to create is obviously going to create a mental block. It's going to create a mental block. And I'm telling you that now. This is something you used to suffer in silence about. But now you've gone through so many different experiences that looking at what you used to suffer in silence about, you're no longer doing so. Because you don't have that load or that burden on you to literally take the air out of you be, to even be that which does the doing when it comes to creating fun romance and things that one loves to do. Now, let me see a little bit more about this here. Every time you decide something, the universe will test you with the opposite polarity. Okay? Look at that. Libra. Okay. You know how in certain situations of like relationships, you notice that you and your person are doing amazing, but then you get around a certain group of people or a certain energy, and then out of the blue, these arguments come up. Pay attention to that. Doesn't even just have to be, a relationship of intimacy with another person, your counterpart. This can even be at work. You know what I mean? When you enter a certain field, how do you feel? How does your accounts look when you're doing certain things or around certain people? You've walked away from enough to recognize the truth when you see it. Okay. But I want to see more about this Six of Swords here. The Six of Swords that's crowning your reading. Mercury. Wow. That's like confirmation that, yeah, the stars are aligning. Source is guiding you because this is Mercury in Aquarius. Six of Swords. Okay. Mercury has a lot to do with the rational mind, being rational about the knowing that you're receiving, about the reasons, of certain unpredictable changes, the reasons as to why you are who you are or the way you are. Yeah, the 12th house is at the bottom of the deck right now, which speaks of a higher power. So some of you were asking the higher power to get you out of a situation. Okay. And just know, again, whenever it is that you ask to be removed from one situation, you may not realize, what other networks or what other connections are connected to that experience that you want assistance from the universe to help you with. Because this is when things start to change and you're like, but why? Well, that's connected to you wanting this particular change. Okay. And a little, Aquarius. Yeah, definitely for some of you, this could be an Aquarius or a Sag that you have a potential of meeting up with that could be divine intervention for you, Aquarius or Sagittarius. Or this is someone who has strong beliefs when it comes to being a rebel, when it comes to certain outdated beliefs. Again, going back to that South Node in Sagittarius, releasing outdated beliefs or dogmatic beliefs to walk away from what no longer serves you. Okay. But the energy right now, all right, when it comes to the part of you that is thinking, communicating, writing, talking, and traveling, it's being influenced by an energy that is freedom loving, rebellious, idealistic, and technological. All right. So the way you think, communicate, write, talk, and travel at this current time collective is the energy of freedom loving. That sounds like unconditional love to me. Anything that is not in agreement or in alignment or resonance to that will get cut from the root. Okay. Then we have here for Sagittarius energy, the energy imbues power, superior confidence, and enthusiasm with faith, good fortune, and authority. Authority of spirit, authority of the Most High, knowing who you are. Remember, for all those hopes, for whatever it is that you're doubting or that you're in fear of, remember who you are. I am an empress. I am an emperor. I am the empress. I am the emperor. Whatever you consider yourself that is much higher than where you're at right now, so that way you're able to expand, do so. Granted, it's not always the easiest, but I'm pretty sure it'd be easier to handle a situation at the moment and not restrict yourself because you're focused on how much time is left when you are the one in control of that. The more you focused on how long something is going to take, that's how long it's going to take. It's going to take a little bit longer. You know what I mean? So let's get final message, the outcome of the spread. What is the outcome of this energy here? What's the outcome? Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment, straight like that. Yeah, the balance of the scales. Okay, balance of the heart and the mind. All right. What is the energy surrounding this wish fulfillment? Let's see. Let's see what the stars are saying about this wish fulfillment for the collective. It's connected to a zodiac sign, Pisces. Now we have Pisces showing up twice, Jupiter in Pisces. So this season in itself, okay, is really connecting you to love that could seem endless, compassionate, and forgiving. All right. But let's see what else we got. We got Saturn here at the bottom of the deck. So this feels like taking the time to breathe out for real. Being able to come to a space of finally. But let's see what else we got here. What's the energy surrounding this emotional fulfillment? For some, this could have, wish fulfillment could have something to do with your imagination, a creative project. Or this could even be a creative project in regards to your spirituality. Here we have Pluto. So some of you may have Pluto in Pisces. But this wish fulfillment is connecting to your ability to transform and take a big leap forward and have a rebirth. For some of you, that big leap is being compassionate after all of these obstacles and challenges to then receive that wish fulfillment, because that's what the Empress does. Had to undergo all those lessons to understand and overstand what boundaries mean, or having a source of protection or guards or guardians around for a specific reason. All right, so we're going to pause there. And what I'm going to do is we're going to look at where the moon is currently. Let me see something. I've been saying that a lot today. Let me see something. Okay. The moon is actually in a disseminating phase in a sign of Sag, currently at 29 degrees. Okay. Let me see where the 10 of Wands is at the current moment, because that is connected to Sag, 10 of Wands. We're at the end of this spread. So let's see what this moon's energy is looking like for the collective in these cards right now. Let's see. Okay. It didn't come out, I don't think. Let's see. 12th house energy. 10 of Wands went through the deck once, didn't show itself. So seems like you went through the same lesson twice. Or lessons more than once, obviously. But there's a particular one that you experienced twice. Was it twice? Yes. Wow. You got the Lovers and the Page of Cups. So the 10 of Wands right now, the moon right now is a Sagittarius, 29 degrees, which is connected to the 10 of Wands, or which would also be Saturn's energy, which is peeping out right here, okay? And remember, Saturn has to do with the part of you that accepts challenges to gain wisdom, all right? So in the sign of Sag, as we have it here, it is an energy that imbues power, superior confidence, and enthusiasm. And the solar plexus energy was saying that great enthusiasm surrounds you because after this 10 of Wands, there's a rebirth that happens. Let me look at this here, Sagittarius 29 degrees. Let's see some. So this would be, if anything, this would be 0, this would be 29. It says here inside degrees, strong, focused intent to create and stay with your own world within the world, being flooded by collective content and then strategically carving out a distinctive way of being with an emphasis upon eccentricity and maverick ways, being impelled to generate tenuous yet firm boundaries to give any hope at all of continuity and consistency. It says being impelled to generate tenuous yet firm boundaries to give any hope at all of continuity and consistency. You are at an advanced and intricate crossroads in development. Wow. When you are inwardly blown wide open and outwardly desperate to forge individuality and personal life. That looks like this energy right here. The cosmos inundates the landscapes, and the one inside the body makes endless small gestures to constitute an island reality that fools nobody and only momentarily keeps the flood tide at bay. So I'm going to repeat that again. You are at an advanced and intricate crossroads in development where you are inwardly blown wide open and outwardly desperate to forge individuality and personal life. The cosmos inundates the landscapes, and the ones inside the body makes endless small gestures to constitute an island reality that fools nobody and only momentarily keeps the flood tide at bay. The degrees right after that, wow, it says it's hard to give up your fondest notions. It is soul testing and trying to be asked by universal spirit to surrender your privileges, to renounce your claim upon your own life. And it is even an extreme act of self-transcendence to come to terms with the position you find yourself in as it really is. Excuse me, y'all. Ego busting comes as a rude shock, even when the time is at hand to leap beyond your own shadow. The very idea draws out to the surface every resistance imaginable. The mind goes crazy with this edge. If only you can control it, manipulate it. If only you can control it, manipulate it. Relativize it. But it says, but excruciating self awareness accompanies this edge, in particular, no sentimentality towards your own excuses and reasons. For you are at the point where there is no place to hide and nothing to do except surrender gracefully. When you have exhausted every other option and found them to be null and void. And it's similar to those that are here, right? Like this point of observation could be, the restriction could literally just be the way you choose yourself within yourself. Okay? Because remember, your current situation here is answering the call of your higher self. All right? So answering the call of your higher self here would bring more light into this image. From putting to rest anything that may have caused restrictions, doubt, toxicity in life. And that's why you have this Six of Swords coming up here. Six of Swords is all about the universe moving you. And like it says here, for you are at the point where there is no place to hide and nothing to do except surrender gracefully. When you have exhausted every other option and found them to be null and void. Let me see where Mercury is at. Because Mercury is in Pisces. But let me get Mercury's info right now with this degrees, because Mercury and Neptune. I'm checking for Mercury and Neptune when it comes to the way you all are thinking in connection to your connection to source, Neptune. Let me see. Mercury is in Pisces, 25 degrees. Well, people and animals frighten during eclipse. Going deep and going far. This is Mercury's energy, which is crowning your reading right now too. So this is what's at the forefront of the collective. This may not be personally for you. Again, this is a collective message. What we have here, when it comes to the way you think and the energies that could be connecting to you from the outside, it says here, going deep and going far, yet emotionally afraid and befret, impelled by a great force of being to carry on with destiny's strides forward. You are periodically swamped by onslaughts of everything feared coming true. See, even things of the past that no longer exist. Things of the past that even no longer exist here. Let me clear this up in a few. Being certain and being terrorized. The exquisite gift of pulling yourself through the enactment of personal, collective, and ancestral nightmares. Now, this is Mercury's energy that we're reading up on. While it's in the sign of Pisces at 25 degrees, the exquisite gift of pulling yourself through the enactment of personal, collective, and ancestral nightmares. You feel a consecration to what is coming into being on the expanded horizon, and a warrior's courage in always going back and grappling with the lingering shadows, a mission that cannot be refused. and a sense of purpose that defies its own collapse and rises from the ashes repeatedly. So this is something you continuously do. Is the wounded warrior out here? No. The Fool isn't, but the Nine of Pentacles is, which is similar to what the Fool and the Nine of Wands would look like if, the Fool is someone that constantly does what it loves to do, expresses itself the way it wants to. It may experience the worst of the worst in relationships, but it still has the urge to want to start over again, you know. So that was pretty interesting. Pretty interesting. Let's see if any other messages come through. See if any other messages come through. Okay. What I'll do is I'll close out of this one and I shall return.